Welcome. 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 Welcome.
இது ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க, மியூட் பண்ணுங்க.
Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it?
I will close my system.
Okay, sir. Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it?
I will close my system.
Okay, sir. Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that. Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Can you check it? Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Sir, your audio is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like that.
Hello.
Is echoing. I think you have opened two systems or something like
Hello.
that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. This is Ratish here. Welcome to everyone joined us today. Thank you so much.
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
So as
Hello.
at now, we have about 20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to go.
Welcome to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Hello.
Let him
So
lock
as at
Hello.
now, we
the
have about
second.
20
Yes, good
plus
afternoon, sir. This
participants.
is Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Welcome
go.
to
Everyone joined us today. Thank you so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Okay, he is controlling. Let him
So
lock.
as at now, we
Once
have
he
about
comes in the
20
picture,
plus
then we will
participants.
stop.
Ratish
So
here.
we have another 10 minutes to
Hmm?
go. Everyone joined us
There's
today.
a
Thank
lot
you
of.
so much. Uday, my audio is clear, right?
Okay, he is controlling. Let him lock.
So as at now, we
Once
have
he
about
comes in
20
the
plus
picture,
participants.
because
So
the control is there. Just a signal going and then
joined us
there's a
today.
lot
So
of.
Uday, my audio is clear, right?
So camera angle only a little bit down.
So as at now, we have
Once he
about
comes streaming
20
only
plus
at that time.
participants.
Because the control is there. Just a signal
Sir, good
going and
afternoon.
then
Joined us
there's
today.
a lot of.
So Uday, my audio is clear, right?
So camera angle only a little bit down.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Ratish.
Streaming only at that time. Because the control is there. Just a signal
Sir, good
going and
afternoon.
then
Joined us
there's
today.
a lot of.
So Uday, my audio is clear, right?
So camera angle only. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Ratish.
Streaming only at that time. Because the control is there. Just a signal
Sir, it
going
is a
and
pleasure
then
connecting with you and thanking everyone who is taking part
hello, good
now.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. We are
Yes.
close to 40 participants. We have another 10 minutes, so we'll just wait till everyone joins in, sir. It is a pleasure connecting with
Seems
you
like
and thanking
seems
everyone
there are about
who
500
is
plus
taking part now.
participants
Good
registered.
afternoon. We are close to 40 participants. Yes, sir. We
Sir,
have another
we
10
are,
minutes, so we'll just wait till everyone joins
I
in. Not
know.
taking it over Zoom,
Seems like
and thanking
I
that
know
would have been very, very
there are
convenient, but
about
we're going
500
by
plus
the directives
participants
given to us.
registered.
We are close to
Yes.
40 participants. Zoho is a secure
sir, we
platform made in
are,
India, and just wait till everyone
I
joins in.
know.
Not taking it over Zoom.
Seems like
What
I
we'll
know.
do is very, very
there are
convenient,
about
but we are hoping
500 plus
the numbers are
participants
given to us very, very
registered.
quickly. 40 participants.
Sure.
Zoho is a secure
sir,
platform
we
made in
are,
India,
you
and
know,
just wait till everyone
I am
joins
I
in. Not
know.
taking it over Zoom. What we'll do is very, very convenient, but we are hoping the numbers
please
are
feel free
given to us
to
very, very
post
quickly.
your queries in the
Sure.
Q&A
Zoho is a
forum.
secure
This is to all
platform
the
made in India,
participants,
and just wait till
and
everyone joins
they
in.
will
Not
be
taking it
answered
over
as the
Zoom.
presentation goes.
What we'll
This
do
is
is
so that we
next to
don't wait
success.
till
We are
the end,
hoping
and so
take a
please
lot of
feel
time
free
answering very,
to
very
post
quickly.
your
But of course,
queries
in
in
the
the
end, we will
Q&A
also
forum. This is to
take
all the
some time to
participants,
take some key
and
questions
they
and
will be
summarize them for
answered as the
everyone.
presentation goes.
What we'll
This
do
is
is
so that
next
we
to
don't wait
success.
till
We are
the end,
hoping
and so
take a
please
lot of
feel
time
free
answering
to.
very,
So I'll
very
catch up
quickly.
with
But
you
of course,
shortly.
in the end, we will also
This is
take
when the
some time to
manifestation comes,
take some
and
key questions
they
and
will be
summarize them for
answered as the
everyone's
presentation
benefit.
goes.
What we'll
This
do
is
is
so that
next
we
to
don't wait
success.
till
We are
the end,
hoping
and so
take a
please
lot of
feel
time
free
answering
to.
very,
So I'll
very
catch up
quickly.
with
But
you
of course,
shortly.
in the end, we will also
This is
take
when the
some time to
manifestation comes,
take some
and
key questions
they
and
will be
summarize them for
answered as the
everyone's benefit.
presentation goes.
This is so that we don't wait till the end and please from time. So I'll catch up with you shortly. In the end, you will also take some time to take some questions. They will be answered as the presentation goes. This is so that we don't wait till the end and please from time. So I'll catch up with you shortly. In the end, you will also take some time to take some questions. They will be answered as the presentation goes. This is so that we don't wait till the end and please from time. So I'll catch up with you shortly. In the end, you will also take some time to take some questions. They will be answered as the presentation goes. This is so that we don't wait till the end and please from time. So I'll catch up with you shortly. In the end, you will also take some time to take some questions. They will be answered as the presentation goes. This is so that we don't wait till the end and please from time. So I'll catch up with you shortly. In the end, you will also take some time to take some questions. They will be answered as the sir, who's going to be doing the opening for the presentation, sir? We can have that person be made the presenter, and if they have an opening slide, that can be put here. Sir, who's going to be doing the opening for the presentation, sir? We can have that person be made the presenter, and if they have an opening slide, that can be put here. Sir, who's going to be doing the opening for the presentation, sir? We can have that person be made the presenter, and if they have an opening slide, that can be put here. Sir, who's going to be doing the opening for the presentation, sir? We can have that person be made the presenter, and if they have an opening slide, that can be put here. Sir, who's going to be doing the opening for the presentation, sir? We can have that person be made the presenter, and if they have an opening slide, that can be put here. Yeah, second
sir,
one. Who's going to be doing the opening for the presentation, sir? We can have that person be made the presenter, and if they have an opening slide, that can be put here.
Yeah, second
Sir,
one.
who's going to be doing the opening for the presentation, sir? We can have that person be made the presenter, and if they have an opening slide, that can be put here.
Yeah, second
Sir,
one.
who's going to be doing the opening for the presentation, sir? We can have that person be made the presenter, and if they have an opening slide, that can be. Hello, Uday. Am I audible?
Yeah, second one.
Who's going to be doing the
Yes, sir,
opening
you are
for the
audible, sir.
presentation,
Okay, okay.
we can have that person be made the presenter, and if they
Which
have an
can you
opening
put
slide,
that
that
light
can
on?
be.
Please.
Hello, Uday.
Am I
Dr.
audible?
Vijay
Yeah,
Kumar,
second
sir,
one.
in case you are able to hear me,
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
if you want to
Okay,
put
okay.
on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the presentation,
Am I
or if
audible?
you have a
Kumar, sir,
PowerPoint
in
or
case you are
something, if
able
you
to
want
hear
to, you
me,
can start
Yes, sir, you are
sharing your
audible,
screen,
sir.
sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the presentation,
I think they have some
or if you
audio
have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can
It is
start
getting
sharing your
echoed.
screen, sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the
I
presentation,
think they have some
or if you
audio
have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can
It is
start
getting
sharing your
echoed.
screen, sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the
I
presentation,
think they have some
or if you
audio
have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can
It is
start
getting
sharing your
echoed.
screen, sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the
I
presentation,
think they have some
or if you
audio
have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can
It is
start
getting
sharing your
echoed.
screen, sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the
I
presentation,
think they have some
or if you
audio
have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can
It is
start
getting
sharing your
echoed.
screen, sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the
I
presentation,
think they have some
or if you
audio
have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can
It is
start
getting
sharing your
echoed.
screen, sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the
I
presentation,
think they have some
or if you
audio
have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can
It is
start
getting
sharing your
echoed.
screen, sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you
Yes,
can
sir.
put on a slide if you'd like to, sir. Whoever is doing the
I
presentation,
think they have some
or if you
audio
have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can
It is
start
getting
sharing your
echoed.
screen, sir. If you
Okay,
want to
okay.
put on an, yeah, you can put on a slide if you'd like to, sir.
Hello.
Whoever is doing the
I think they have some
presentation, or if
audio
you have a
issue.
PowerPoint or something, if you want to, you can start sharing your screen, sir. If you want to put on an, yeah, you can put on a slide if you'd like to, sir.
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Vijay sir, can you check audio at your end?
Hello.
Welcome.
so that everybody will get the chance to use this package. So before getting into, I would like to briefly tell about this package. This is one of the American company, international
Welcome.
company, so that everybody will get the chance to use this eponymous software. So basically, for the grammar checking, it eliminates the writing errors, find the perfect words and phrases when you are doing
Welcome.
writing and reading the right. It will also provide the real-time feedback for the grammar checking when you are writing about. You can use it along with Google, find the perfect words and phrases when you are doing various other writing when you are writing and reading the right. It will also provide and it all helps as a writing assistant and offers suggestions when the writing is going on, and it has an excellent online grammar knowledge and it also useful for the authors, writers, and it all helps as a writing assistant and actually non-native suggestions when writing is going on, and features from excellent online grammar knowledge and it also offers authors, writers, and it all helps as a writing. The extensions are available non-native browsers. And this can be used for the grammar purpose, for education purpose also, spell checking purpose, even the plagiarism purpose. Extensions are available in the devotee of this. And you can also use writing style using this for education purpose. So overall, spell checking purpose, even the plagiarism purpose. Extensions are available very useful. And the people who are using this bloggers, content masters, so others, academicians, including the students, teachers, teaching faculty, all is very good. So that's the reason we thought that people who are provide at least 3-4 webinars on this, others, academicians, or including the students, teachers, so that at least everybody will get exposure and the people who are provide effectively. So this is the briefly about today's tools, and so that at least today we have as important guest our respected director, effectively. So this is also about Upana Madam, the head of department, and today we have an important person who will be dealing with English language. So I would like to introduce them, Upana Madam, the head of department. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce dealing with English language. So I would like to introduce Namaskar sir. Professor Rajiv is one of the best academicians having about 30 years of English research and administrative experience at Jivaji University before coming to Namaskar sir. Professor Rajiv is an internationally known academician and expert experience in research of English. He has produced actually more than 75 papers at Jivaji University before coming to Namaskar sir and published at about 400 papers in known academician and he has received DSc in 1990. He has produced actually more than most approachable and most lovely person on campus, and I am fortunate to work with him. He has got both writing and IT, which I am knowledge is most and lovely person. So with this small introduction, I would like to request that he has got both writing and IT, Nagara, which I am knowledge is most
Thank you, Professor Ramaya, for your kind words. Professor Ramaya, University Librarian, Professor Kalpana, thank you, Professor Ramaya, for your Pondicherry kind words. Speaker of the day, Mr. Ritesh Ramaya, University Librarian, General Manager, Trainer in Charge, Grammarly, participants, research scholars, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be among you on the occasion of the webinar organized by Ananda Rangapillai Library, Pondicherry University, and Department of English, Pondicherry University, in collaboration with Grammarly. On Grammarly Artificial Intelligence Empowered Research Writing. The topic of today's webinar is very important, and from last, I think this is the third webinar, and the first two webinars organized by Professor Ramaya was very useful for the students. Some are for science students, some are for all. Like this webinar is useful particularly for social sciences, international studies, and humanities subjects, but I think it is also useful for science students because for science students, language is weak and this Grammarly will help them to improve their expression, writing expression. Grammarly, underlying all Grammarly products is a sophisticated artificial intelligence system built to analyze sentences written in English. Grammarly writing tools are designed to work where you do or your phone and your computer, in your web browser or your word processor. The difference between Grammarly and built-in spelling and grammar checkers is not just accuracy or breadth of feedback, it is also contextual awareness. Grammarly browser extension makes stricter grammar suggestions and offers ways to help you sound more formal and professional when you are writing on LinkedIn. Grammarly Premium users can adjust their style setting for any text field on any site. When you are writing something formal, you can switch to the academic or business settings to flag contractions, unclear antecedents, and other casualties you want to avoid. But when you are posting on Facebook and you want to write a more relaxed voice, Grammarly casual settings will turn off alerts for the passive voice and informalities like slang and sentence fragments. So there are number of tools, a number of choices, number of tools are there, which you will learn today from Mr. Ratesh Iyer. He will explain you how these tools can be used for increasing your power of expression, how to express the things, particularly in English. The if language involves flowering English, which we say, it involves different idioms, then the power of language is increased. So I hope today by the speaker of the day, Mr. Ratesh Iyer, our participants, and we also will learn a lot about improving our expression, writing expression particularly. So I thank you, the organizers, for inviting me, and also I am grateful to Mr. Ratesh Iyer for accepting our offer, our invitation, and he readily accepted our offer, and now he will deliver a lecture on how to utilize different tools for improving English. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Actually, we divided the students into two groups because of number limitations, sir. That's the reason actually social sciences, humanities, first webinar we are covering. The second webinar will be exclusively doing the science students. That is the basic reason we have divided. But it is meant for everybody, all the students actually. So both the PG and scholars, everybody, it is meant for everybody, sir. Now about the
Now, Grammarly's plagiarism check feature, it audits plagiarism before it happens. It doesn't work from the perspective of detection. It works from the perspective of, when you're writing, are you sure that you're putting the right sources for ethical reasons and for whatever the rules are, requiring you to do the citation. So citation audit, as was very well clarified in the beginning, 16 billion paid content records from most reputed publishers and 8.7 billion open web content. What does Grammarly check for you? We've seen that contextual spelling errors compared to a Word document. 400 more types of errors. Now, this is a big statement to make. So I definitely need to substantiate this with an example, which I will show you in the demo. Punctuation errors, sentence structure. What is the style that you need to conform to, whether it is APA, MLA, or Chicago style? Okay, what you need to do, the citations and everything, you can see that. Vocabulary enhancement, of course. Right. So I will exit the PowerPoint and we'll come back to it with a summary. For now, I'll just exit this and we'll go to a demo. Okay. So where are we? Right. So what you need to do is when you have registered for Grammarly, you have joined. Okay. You see the user guide. Okay. Since I'm already logged in, it is telling me, let me log out actually. I think that is better. Grammarly.com/edu, and when the page opens, okay, you will see here join your organization. So this is when you're very new to Grammarly, you have your user guide, you would have got, some of you may have got it. So you need to register yourself before you start using the tool, and once you have done that, you will log in here. So I'm going to log in. Right, so this where we are, it is called Grammarly's online editor. Okay, so when I'm logged in, you can see a tag here, premium. So that means you're using Grammarly Premium. This is the dashboard, which is called My Grammarly. We'll come to this. When you are new to it, of course, this is just new and upload. You won't see all these. These are work documents, so they're here in the draft. Let's come to account. Account settings are just like you would do with your emails. Okay, so this is your profile, your name, email. If you want to change password, you can update that here. Email preference, where you want Grammarly to send notifications to. Okay, and delete account. At any time you want to delete account, you could do that. Coming to the second one, this is very important. So if you're new to Grammarly, please do look at this. There are two things here. Customize. So personal dictionary, just like okay, say if you're using some words, now this would actually apply to say science or medical students, where they have some words which does not feature in the regular dictionary, and probably it's a jargon pertaining to the scientific literature or something. So those words can be added here so that Grammarly doesn't pick it up as an error. Okay, so those can be prevented. You could do that. You can add it here. Simply this, like your Word document, you can ignore an error, you can add it to your dictionary. The same way this also works. Language settings. So for example, if your mother tongue or your native this thing, you can put that. So if I want to put, I can put Tamil here, French here, I can put anything, whatever is my primary language, and I write it in what language, I can choose that here. So like sir correctly said, there is a choice of what English that you choose. Now this is very important, the choice that you have, and you will see this connected to another slide that we bring it later. So American English, British English, Canadian English, Australian English. Whichever ones you choose, those conventions will apply. while you get your document checked. Okay, right. So this is very important. Before you start your document, you check all this, and you come back to My Grammarly. So when you come back to this, okay, so either you want to write and correct as you go. Let me open this and show you, for example. Okay, so I just wrote something very casual. Okay, so when I write here, it starts checking here. Okay, so this is the text portion. You are either writing here or you're copy pasting something, and alerts will come here. So either I look at all the alerts, and when I pick up, say this, if I want to pick up this alert, it will show me that it is here, or I come to this one here. It'll on the left, if I click, it will show me one that is here. Either ways I can check, cross check. Okay, so it shows the explanations here, what is wrong here. Okay, I'll take this through on another document. This is just to give you an idea. Then you have overall score here, goals. When you write substantial text, this goals thing pops up, which we will observe now. Clarity, engagement, delivery, and correctness. C, C, D, E. These are the parameters that Grammarly helps you check your documents with. Each one has a color coding. Red is for correctness, blue for clarity, engagement is green, delivery purple. Okay. And right at the bottom here is plagiarism. So when you're on this writing check mode, this is by default off. When you're finished checking with this, you can then turn this on. Okay. So I'll take another example for that. Okay, let me come again here only. So I showed you write and correct as you go. If you want to paste something, let's say this is just an example. Okay, so if I want to proofread something, so even if there are any web content, if there is any web content that you would like to, you can just copy and come and paste here, so that you ensure the writing is okay. Okay, so there are some pop-ups here, mostly on the readability part. Grammatically, everything looks okay. Okay, so this is just an example. Now I will take, let's say one. Okay, so I have a document here. Okay, so what I need to do is when I have a document, Word document. Okay, I can upload here. This is the option. When I upload it, it will open like this. So it will be uploaded here. And what are the files that are okay for uploading? .rtf, .txt, .doc, .docx. Okay, you cannot upload a PDF document that Grammarly will not be able to check it. You have to convert to a Word document and put it. And when you process your document, Grammarly, you can download it in .docx format only. Okay, so I have one this thing here, right? So you can see here, this has a lot of content here all the way down. Okay, and I can go with corrections here, or I go with line by line. Let's say I've come here. Why does it say this? It's something of an inconsistency. You used both North American and British Australian spellings. So either you stick to North American or you stick to British Australian. Okay, let me take British. So when I do that, it updates anywhere that it has seen that. Okay, so there is a goal pop-up thing, as I mentioned to you, when you start your document. It's very important to set the goals. Okay, who you are writing for, what's the audience. So if it is a web content, I would say general. If it is an academic paper, goes without saying knowledgeable, or you choose expert. Formality, is it a neutral or a formal thing that you're looking at? So to be formal is safe. Domain, is it academic domain? Yes. But if it's website, you can choose general. Business, email, casual, creative is there. Tone. Tone is a very new feature of Grammarly. Grammarly got this coming after a lot of feedback where users wanted something to help ensure that the message goes across properly. So do you want to keep a neutral tone? Neutral tone, yes. Do you want to keep a confident tone? Okay. Joyful, optimistic, friendly may not be valid here. Urgent, I don't know. Depends on the paper that you're writing. If somebody is writing a paper on a new PPE kit for this current corona crisis for the medical thing, okay, yeah, it is very urgent, required in the market, needs to be passed very quickly, urgent. Analytical, is this an analytical paper? If there are a lot of graphs, calculations, infographics, yes. Respectful, depending on what you're writing, okay. And intent, is it to inform, describe, convince, tell a story, okay. So audience, formality, domain, you can choose only one, but in tone and intent, you can choose multiple goals. So is my intent to inform? Yes. Is it to describe? Yes. Convince, where would convince be applicable now, especially for humanities students? You may be doing a lot of case studies, or you may be writing a lot of debates, or I don't know what kind of papers, where you need to put across your points, okay. And this could be, say, a current situation is going on, human rights or whatever it is, and there is a certain point that, or a certain notion that you're either for it or against it, right? So when you are writing a paper like this, so you need to sound convincing, right? So when you choose that, you can choose convincing, and in that case what happens is, it's possible that Grammarly may encourage you to use active voice more, okay. But it's not an error or anything, it is a suggestive writing. Any suggestions, you can dismiss it, okay. So right, just a minute please. Okay, so once I am done with, I have done this, and I can come back to my paper. Okay, so you can see here, starting with this on the left, MSME, stand for, no, it's supposed to be stands. It is correctness, okay. You can see an overall score here. So this score is just a motivating factor. There is no hard fast rule that you need to have a certain score. You can set it for yourself, the standard that you want, or your guide may tell you that whenever you pass your paper through Grammarly, please ensure that you have this score when you submit. It's up to you, okay. So whenever I do some changes, the score will keep improving here. So I'm taking this stands in accordance with. Now you see, this is not an correction related thing. Why is it so complex? Can't we make it concise? Following the micro, or as per, or by, or under. You feel that this is okay, I don't need this, you can choose to dismiss this. So it will ask you, do you want to undo? Are you sure? You're sure that you want to dismiss this, you can dismiss. Okay, so what happens is, when you dismiss also, the Grammarly's algorithm, it captures your writing preference. So when the more you write with Grammarly, you will realize that Grammarly is working like your alter ego, like very parallelly to you. It works, going by your preference. So here, the enterprises are classified into, okay, it says passive voice. This sentence appears to be written in passive voice. Do you want to write in active voice? Now, if you're confused, why does it suggest like this? You can go to learn more. And then it is telling you passive voice, this is the convention, active voice, this is the conventions here. And it relates the same with an example here. How a passive voice, when made into active voice, how does it appear to you? And if you're convinced with that, you can go and rewrite this. And if it doesn't reflect any this thing and you feel okay, then okay. Others, if you want to dismiss this alert, you can dismiss this, okay. Similarly here, is a branch of the Indian government, inconsistent capitalization. Do you want to do this or no? Okay, so let's say I want to do this, government, update all, again pertaining to. So I'll quickly go, let's look at some other colors also. Okay, so we go down, there is blue, there is red. Okay, this looks something different. Okay, so this is green, and this has to do with engagement. What does it say? Being largely disruptive Do you want to bring in a better variety? You can use a different vocal, been mostly or mainly been. Okay, so if you feel you can take it, if you don't, you can choose not to. Okay, again here, what is this 15 March? Why is it saying error? This looks okay to us, but the problem is you have used inconsistent date format. So stick to either one. See, by doing one, you are ensuring that wherever this kind of error is reflecting in your paper, all the checks are done. It updates everywhere. Okay, so you can do that during lockdown, during the lockdown. See, such important thing. So I choose this. So my score will keep changing now. 81. From 80 it has gone to 81, like this. Previous year to the previous year. Okay. So let's go further. Let me see if there is a purple one for delivery. Okay, I saw one. Okay. Yeah. Right. So you see here, this is on delivery. How is your delivery? It's difficult for them to restart. You see, this is a this looks like a proper report, and since we have chosen our writing goal to be formal, it sounds a little informal. Would you like to put it as it is? That way your delivery is, pakka, like that. Similarly here, what is the problem here? There is a space, I think. Oh, again, date thing. Okay. So like this we go. Okay. So this way, you can go through your entire paper, and I'll give you a quick tip here. Okay. What I do as a writer is I know for sure that 95 to 99% of corrections that Grammarly suggests is quite valid. So I could go by alert specific things. So if I choose correctness only, I'm clicking on this correctness. It will only show me alerts related to correctness. So I can quickly go and do this. So the national, okay, that is the enterprises accounted more than, no, accounted for. Yeah, that's how it should be. Okay. Estimated number of enterprises respect. Oh, there's a comma here. I didn't know that. Okay. So you see that. So like this, I can go correctness quickly, because the other things may need me to think a little and think about rewriting them. Again, if I go to clarity related, only engagement related, only delivery related, or I come to all alerts and I can go line by line and correct this. Okay, so whichever the style you prefer, you could do that. So assuming you have done the entire check of your paper, okay, once you have done that, you can come to plagiarism. So here, as I said, it is by default inactive. Let's activate it. That way, the writing part takes a backseat, and the plagiarism. Now we are looking at plagiarism alerts. You will see a percentage popping up here. It is checking against billions of web pages. Okay, it says 29% plagiarism. Okay, where you see these various sources here. There is one here. It says Razorpay, then it says Axis Bank, PRS India, MSME Gov, Commonwealth.org. Let's go to some things here. 1% of your text matches this source. So when you come here, it goes to this text. If you come to text wise, if you want to search, if I text, come here and click, it shows me here. 3% of your this matches here. Again, if I come here, Commonwealth, 1% matches. How COVID-19 has affected global, 4%. Okay, now, so these are the ways you check the this where are these sources, intentionally or unintentionally, that you have taken. But it is important, our ethics in writing. So you want to know how to do the citations there. Now, some journals or some publishers may require you to just put the link, and some may require you to follow the the prescribed manner in which you need to do citations. So is it MLA, is it APA or Chicago? Now Grammarly helps you here. So whichever one you choose. Now I'm choosing APA. Okay. So when I take APA, it is going to OWL, Online Writing Lab of Purdue University in America. So Purdue University is where Grammarly was incubated. And currently the R&D center works out of MIT. Okay, so big journey for Grammarly there. Right. So on the left, you will have indexes. So with what is the exact citation you're looking at, you can select that. Now we have chosen APA, but in case you're looking at, say, you want to go with MLA style, Chicago style, IEEE style, AMA, ASA, anyone, you can choose that and go. What we'll do is we'll quickly have a look here, how this page is helping you. So if you are quoting a web page or a piece of online content, so author, this is the explanation. It goes first with explanation, then this is like a formula, you can say, or the way it has to be put. This is the format. And then the third is an example. So it does not do auto citation for you, because that way the learning will not happen. So there is has to be some effort from the student. So that is why this is there. So you don't need to again go time and again to your professor and say, how do I do this? What is the format and this and this? You can directly help yourself with this. So let's look at some more this thing anywhere online. Okay, it could be a Wikipedia article, same thing. There's an explanation, format, example. So DOIs, abstracts, electronic Kindle books, dissertation from theses. If you're quoting from a thesaurus, encyclopedia, if you're looking at data sets, graphic data, infographics, qualitative data, online lecture notes, emails. Now this is going more into the social media also now from here. So if you're quoting a tweet, okay, so whether it is a tweet, Twitter profile, Facebook page, Instagram, blog post, YouTube, or TED Talk, and even podcast. So a host of options here, whichever one that you see online. And I mean, if it's relating to that source, how do I do the citation? Okay, this is the format. Then I come back to the document, I have my reference column, I do it, and I ensure that I have adhered to the requirement and submit it. So once you have done the citations and everything and you're satisfied, it's good to go. You can come here on this left here, you can download it if you want. Okay, or if you go back to my Grammarly, it will be there as a draft on your account. So like I said, when you're uploading any file for proofreading or for plagiarism detection, it should be in .docx, .odt, .rtf, .txt. But okay, download, you can get it in .docx format there. Okay, now what is this overall score report? This is something which you can attach it with your submission. What it shows you is the performance of your document. This is where the power of artificial intelligence really comes into play. You can see here it has automatically generated a score here based on your performance. 81 here, word count, sentence readability, okay, speaking time, reading time. So if you have a paper which you need to submit for a conference or this thing, you can easily gauge how the paper will be. An average reading time, speaking time, and vocabulary here. How is your vocabulary? To get a detailed download report, okay, you have to click on download PDF report, this here option. Okay, so this is just a overview. You download for a detailed report. Now if I click here, it takes some seconds to get the whole document. What I have done is, to save time, I have another document which also has especially with relating to originality, there are some multiple sources there very similar to this document. Okay, so again, this is your document. Once it gets downloaded, it says who's the author of this document, and metrics. Okay, the general metrics what we saw, and plagiarism related. You can see here 90% by this, and 15% sources come from this. And when you go further, on the footer, you will see the report was generated when, what time, what date, how many pages. And now it goes on to expand the whole overview. It tells you based on your writing issues, CCDE, correctness, clarity, delivery, engagement. Based on that, how was your document? Okay. then the unique words used, rare words used, word length, sentence length. Okay. Now we come to something. This is my favorite. I call it the X-ray of your document. So you can see here, it goes line by line, okay, and serial marks all the alerts based on, you can see the color codings. One is purple, one is red, one is blue, and at the end of it, yeah, this is what it shows you. All the serial numbers. This serial number was about this, and which issue, delivery, what is the remark because of this thing, correction suggested, correction taken, this, why, because of delivery. So like this. So based on correctness, delivery, you also have based on clarity, engagement. Yeah, clarity here, engagement here. Okay, so the entire document it goes through, and this report is, it's enough for any teacher to read through. Okay, this was the thing that came up. This was the corrections that were taken. Now let me see where the corrections were not taken and why it wasn't taken. So you discuss that with the student and get that sorted out. Time saved, effort saved. Okay, so here, originality. Now this concerns plagiarism related things. So it goes to this portion. It came from this source. Similarly, this came from writeforfun.net. Okay, this is another source. So like this, it goes on, and in the end, like this. So both writing and your plagiarism check. Okay, so it gives a complete report there. And this PDF report, okay, you can get this. You can get this on Grammarly's online editor. And the next place where you get this is if you have Grammarly downloaded as your desktop native app. So like a Grammarly shortcut, both these places you go, you can generate the score report. But if you have Grammarly as a plugin for your Word document, you will have exactly all these functions, only thing except this PDF report that you don't get it here. For that, you need to come to this editor and you feed the document and get the score report. But otherwise, if you have a plugin on Word, you can straight away open your Word document and start doing on that. Okay. So let me close this. This is done with the online editor tool. So let me go back to my Grammarly. So one important point is at any time this document is here, this is yours. Okay, so it has not gone out in the online space, just like your email draft. If it is in your inbox, that means it's not gone to the anybody else. Is there. So anytime you want, you can access it. You can download straight away. You don't have to open and download. Straight away download here, and you can delete at any time. So delete also I'll show you. Say inadvertently, okay, by mistake I came while moving my cursor, I pressed this delete. Immediately there's a thing. Are you sure you want to do this? So if I'm sure I want to do it, okay. But if it is something like okay, like this, okay, was deleted, do you want to undo? Yeah, I didn't want to delete it, so I click on undo and it goes. So you just get about 6 to 8 seconds to quickly note that and do what is necessary. Okay, so this is how your my Grammarly is. A quick look at where all Grammarly is working as a versatile tool. So you can have Grammarly for Microsoft Office, whether it is Outlook mails or Word document. I'll show you a Word document demo now. You can have as a desktop shortcut, and you can have as browser extension. So I'm on Chrome, so for me Grammarly is there as a plugin. You can have it for Gmail, Facebook, WordPress, and as Professor Jain rightly said, for LinkedIn also, you can use that. So it gives a very nice professional listing when you write it. In fact, the current platform we are on Zoho. When I'm using the chat box, for me it is Grammarly is also activating there. So it helps me there as well. Right. So let me now come back to Word document. You remember the slide where I said 400 times more effective than Word document? Okay, so time to prove it. Okay. Now let's look at this document here. Look at this very carefully. Do you see any other colors here? It's a proper scientific document here. There is just this name that is showing a red mark here. Otherwise, nothing really. Okay, there is one here, glioma. Okay, and I know there is one more. Yeah, here. The FDA have suggested. It's showing a green here. But otherwise, if you look at this document from a word check point of view, this is very good. It's very neat. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is when I have a Grammarly plugin, you can see on the top here, open Grammarly, it says. So all I need to do is open this. So it's saying to start checking, please log in. Okay, let me log in. If you have any queries, meanwhile, please put it on the Q&A. We'll be answering that. Okay, so let me come back to this document. So it is connecting to the Grammarly server. Now you will see on the top here, just like your online editor, there is adjust goals, all issues, correctness, clarity, engagement, delivery. And there is plagiarism by default off. Let me come to adjust goals. Same like online editor, you can adjust based on audience, formality, domain, all that you can do here. Okay, so let me close here. Now, you can see again, go by all issues or correctness or clarity or engagement or delivery. Now look at this. We saw a very clean document, but with Grammarly, you're able to see colors almost, uh, you know, every paragraph, if not every line. You can see here. You can see here. And so we come to the end of this document, right? Let me just look at a couple of them. Just a quick one. So you say, what does it say? It has to be one word nowadays. So I agree with that. I can take that. Similarly, if I come here, growing rapidly, it's not an error, but we can write it better. How about using one word instead of two words and still, having that effect to it? So I can use proliferating or snowballing. How about using those? Similarly, here, Saudi Arabia rank first. Saudi Arabia ranks first. This definitely needs to be corrected. Conducted by United Nations, by the United Nations. Could have major public health implications, could have significant public health implication, long-term basis, on a long-term basis, health-related risk, hyphen missing. You see that? How many checks here? Similarly, here when I come to, it says based on clarity. It says hard to read sentence. A knowledgeable audience might find you can make it, find some better alternatives for carcinogenicity, you know. So like this. So this is how, yeah, this is just to give you an idea. And if you want to check plagiarism, this is now grammar mode. I just switch it on. So the writing check goes and the plagiarism part comes here. Right. So these are the links here it is showing. Right. So I have taken very basic example, but Grammarly checks, like I said, free content and paid content across. So even if there are articles from reputed publishers and everything, it definitely checks all those. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea. Okay, so that's the thing with how the tool works. And what I'll do is I'll just take you, for your benefit, I'll take you through a quick summary, very quick summary. Okay. Right. So we started with the login. We saw come to grammarly.com/edu, enter your email ID, password. You should have registered. You would have got your login credentials. It takes you to the Grammarly's page, My Grammarly dashboard. You will see the premium tag, and you go to accounts in order to customize dictionary language preference. Very important there. And Grammarly's plugins. You can have it plugged in for MS Word, as you can have it as a Windows desktop version. You can have it for your browsers such as Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox, Microsoft Edge. Okay, and the beauty is the same login ID password. You can use it for all the plugins. Okay, and yeah, once you click on My Grammarly, you will come to where you either write new, or if you have to upload, you will upload it. So when you upload a document, it should be .txt, .rtf, .doc, or .docx format. Okay. So having done that, on the left you will see the content here. On the middle, the corrections. On the right side, all the parameters there. When you start writing, first thing is you set your goals based on audience, formality, domain, tone, intent. And by default, the writing part is no, the plagiarism part is inactive. When you're done with writing check, you can come down and click on plagiarism, and when you do that, it takes you to the plagiarism check here. How much percentage, which portion, where it came from. Okay, all the sources here. And if you go expand it more, you will have the tool to look for MLA, APA, or Chicago citations. You just click there and it takes you to OWL, Online Writing Lab of Purdue University. All right. Okay. Overall score report. Once you're done with both writing and plagiarism check, you can generate an overall score report. And this can be generated only on web version, the online editor, and if you have Grammarly as a Windows desktop native app. So download PDF, and we saw how it looks in detail. The advantage I've mentioned to you, the teacher spends time only looking at areas where student has not accepted correction and will need the guides inputs. You done with the document, come to the left, click on download. Okay. Right. So we look at email now. No, this is how it looks. You don't need a minimum of one paragraph or so like in the online editor or for academic papers. When it comes to emails, whether it is Gmail or Outlook, as you write, Grammarly will correct it. And once you have put a substantial text, everything, it will even show you how does your tone look, formal, nice, happy, all that. And if you're satisfied, you just send it. So very important tool, because do not underestimate the importance of emails. One small error. There are companies that have got had to lawsuits were filed against them, and when the issue came out, they saw that just because of a punctuation or one word that was out of place somewhere, and it led to lawsuits. You can check that on Google. So very, very important. So your writing progress, you can track it with Grammarly Insights. You can have a look at that. You can view how you have done. So how does this happen is Grammarly sends you periodical notifications to your email. Okay. So how your writing has been. So you can see here it takes a fixed period and shows you that you have done this way more than 99% of Grammarly users. Which are these users? These are the same users who in this period have used similar writing goals. Compared to them, how you have done. And immediately when you the first time you see this, you feel, wow, I feel somewhere my progress, I can see where I'm heading. And that gives you the confidence to write better. So you can see here activity. How was your activity? What was the mastery? What is the vocabulary that you have used? Okay, so it makes it so effective. And like they say in a lot of business coaches tell you, what gets measured gets accomplished. So that's very important. Now we come to an important part. Any PhD holders here would agree, oof, when the paper is published, okay, what is visible to the world around is this tip of the iceberg. What is not visible is the kind of brutal the process that you've gone through to get this success, right? But the thing is, does it stop here? Does it stop here? Is this our ultimate goal? No, we are looking beyond publishing now. We are looking at something called impact. Okay, so look at this here. Even if after a research paper is published, this is where, if it is written in poor English, the impact of the paper is reduced and less likely to be cited, especially if you're giving to some foreign journals. Okay, and if I'm writing British English for an Australian journal, and if that is not in sync, I mean, it doesn't, people will not relate to it. So that is why very important in the first slide when I said that I'm going to link it to a forthcoming slide, the language that you choose, British, American, Canadian, very important that you know who you're writing for. Okay, so because this is what will count now, your citations. And okay, the current crisis that we're going through, Grammarly also is aware of though it is aware of the political and the market situation, but it keeps a very neutral stance. Even if the whole world goes against China, okay, but it will still say, let us avoid this, let us keep stick to a agreeable way of writing. Okay, so right. Now we come to the last leg of this presentation. Thank you for bearing with me. This is just to show you worldwide success with Grammarly. Some are writers, some are corporate leaders, some are freelancers, some are students, some are professors. So people worldwide have enjoyed success with Grammarly. We've also seen some universities giving us feedback. This is from JNU. Okay, now particularly people from remote rural areas to adopt Grammarly, it's easy now. All you need to worry is you have the content right. Don't worry about grammar. It helps you with that. Grammarly users is India. So what are the users? More than 270 institutions. I have not added Pondicherry University, but of course it's understood you're part of Grammarly users now. NKRC, IITs, IIMs, NITs, DBT labs, state universities, NTR, UHS, NML, central universities, private universities, right? So we have multiple. We cater to more than 270 institutions. So this is my second last slide here. Before I leave, as a coach, I have this thing of giving value before I go. So please do visit Grammarly's blog. Okay, dear students, this is a free resource. There are multiple things you can see, the multiple topics. Okay, but for research writers, especially, you can see how to write a research paper, write a literature review, why you need style guides, plagiarism. These are things, these are links which can give you some good insights there. And if you feel something hasn't been covered today, or there are still some doubts even after we finish with the session, you can always type in Google search Grammarly support. You will come across this link and just go through that. Our most of my presentation is based from inputs from here, so you'll get all your answers here. Okay, so with that, I leave with a parting quote. You can have brilliant ideas, but if you can't get them across, your ideas won't get you anywhere. Right? Powerful. Okay, so with that, I thank you for your time. And please write to us if you have any queries. Please write to Dr. Shibu, Dr. Ramaya, anybody. You can reach out to us, or you can reach out to them, and we'll be happy to assist you. So with that, let me come back to our presentation. And this is where I invoke my friend Uday to help me with solving some queries. Let me stop sharing the screen. And also I'll switch off my video. Let's look at some doubts. Uday, could you please help me go through some
Sure, sir.
doubts
Thank you
that
so
have
much.
come, and we'll wind it up with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the user, Mr. Jabam Malar, does Grammarly store plagiarism reports in a repository? So basically, Grammarly does not store your document or reports in its database or its repository. You alone will have access to your documents or the reports. And Grammarly strictly follows CCPA and GDPR privacy policy of US and Europe compliance. So you alone will have access to your documents. Nobody else can have access to the document. So how to reset the password? One of the user asked how to reset the password. So you can go to grammarly.com where you have to click on login, enter your email ID and click on, there is option for can't login. Once you click on can't login, there is an option you'll get send me reset instructions. So once you receive the reset instructions in your mail, kindly go through the process and you can reset the password. So how to get report when document is checked via MS Word? So in MS Word, you cannot download the report. To download the report, you have to use web access or Windows native app. In MS Word, only you can check the document errors and rectify those things, but you cannot download the report. So somebody asked difference between the Turnitin and Grammarly. So Grammarly and Turnitin are both are different tools. Basically, Grammarly is a writing support tool and plagiarism prevention tool. While writing itself, Grammarly will give you suggestions on plagiarism. Unlike other tools like where you have to write entire document and you have to get the report of plagiarism. But in Grammarly, while writing itself, it will give you the notification related to the plagiarism, unoriginal text. But the purpose of both tools are different. So basically, Grammarly is meant for writing and preventing the plagiarism. Turnitin is basically pure plagiarism tool. So once you use Grammarly tool, so the passing percentage in the plagiarism tools will be higher when you use Grammarly plagiarism. So somebody asked about the how to get registered on Grammarly. So kindly contact your central library for registration process. They will provide you the registration process along with the user guide how to use Grammarly and follow those steps and you can activate the Grammarly account.
Right, Uday. I think we've covered all the queries there. So if any one of you feel you how to access Grammarly Premium, please note we are way past trials now. You're already subscribed to Grammarly, so please contact your university library or your immediate guide. You can be helped with this. Please make use of this tool, and like I say in my conclusion, I would just say that this lockdown situation, okay, it's happening in corporates, and I'm sure this happens even in academia, that right now whatever performance you are doing, this gets closely monitored. Okay, so at this time when people are, even the hiring is going only on basis of quality, somebody who has the skill, who has the aptitude, who has the performance. So please take it seriously and come out with flying colors. Wish you all the best for your research journey. It's been a pleasure connecting with you both as a representative of Bridge People for Grammarly and as a trainer coach. And stay safe, don't take stress, be healthy, and keep your goals in mind. And I wish you all the success. So with that, I pass the baton to our honorable university library, sir. Sir, please take over, sir. With your conclusion, we can wind this up. And thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ratish. You had wonderful presentation on Grammarly tool. Yes, we didn't tell, of course, it is one of my fault. Actually, I would have given the thesis chapter, I would have given actually a research paper. Taking that, the explaining would have been much more meaningful. Anyway, still we have time actually to run this webinar again. That time, most probably, I will be actually approaching you to give you a chapter, thesis chapter, so that students know how actually that will be useful to them. And when they are writing the paper also, when they see actually paper, then they will be able to observe and then see how that is going to help them. But overall, the presentation is excellent. And they all get benefited. And we now actually invited only actually one branch of actually the students. Actually, we have main branch, the science students are available, and they will be actually publishing voraciously. And then the next webinar is actually for all the branches of sciences to students and scholars. So at this end, I would like to thank both Ratish Iyer and actually Mr. Uday, who took pains and coming all the way and actually conducting this webinar and actually also clarifying several doubts raised by the scholars and the participants, various participants. Once again, I thank from the library side actually for participating actually and conducting the webinar. Formally, my colleague Dr. Vijay Kumar will be giving the vote of thanks. So that with that, we will be able to close this webinar. Over to Dr. Vijay Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Respected Director, Culture and Cultural Relations, respected librarian, respected Professor and Head H. Kalpana ma'am, and beloved speaker Mr. Ratish Iyer. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for providing encouragement and continuous support. I may like to express our sincere thanks to our Director, Culture and Cultural Relations, who is always support us in all the aspects. Thank you for your welcome address, sir. I express my sincere gratitude to our librarian who has initiated the great idea of conducting this webinar series. Thank you, sir, for your valuable introduction about the webinar. I also express my sincere thanks to Professor H. Kalpana ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable speech on scope of the webinar. I would like to thank our distinguished speaker, Mr. Ritish Iyer, for making an excellent presentation and making this webinar interesting and meaningful. I also extend my thanks to Mr. V. Uday Kumar for providing necessary support in smooth conduct of the webinar. I am very grateful to our most valued faculties, research scholars, and students who have joined the webinar. Without their participation, this event would not be a successful one. I express our sincere thanks to Steve M.S. Ashok, System Manager, Computer Center, and his team for providing seamless internet facility. Also, let me thank the entire SAMS team for providing SMS alert service, which is enrolled scholars and students to join in the webinar. I am further thankful to Dr. U. Nagalingam, Dr. C. Z. Olirvel, Dr. M. Bhaskar, Dr. G. Subramaniam, and Dr. K. M. Shibu. Last, not the least, I would like to sincere thank to all the staff members of the library. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Dr. Vijay Kumar. So with this, actually, we will close the webinar. Once again, thank you, Mr. Ratish Iyer and then Mr. Uday Kumar. So we'll meet actually this, as I told you, we will actually take another round of this webinar sometime. Maybe we'll be in touch with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Very good. Really, it's done. Very.
Goodbye.